Hey everyone, I'm Aly Akers and this is Inside Access. Right now I'm out here in the boat yard at the General Tire World Championships with Mr. Boyd Duckett, and you actually won yesterday's shotgun round. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But one of the questions that we get most often is what are the pro anglers using? What baits, what techniques, what kind of line, what rods? And so I just wanted to ask you, what was so successful for you yesterday?
Well, you know, I started the morning yesterday not successfully, as we always do in Major League Fishing. Took me a little while to figure out what was going on. My pattern, it appears that most of the females this last wave has spawned. So I was really fishing post-spawn males, which are fry garters. I could see the fry on top of the water, and I was fishing really shallow and close to the bank. You know, it took me most of the first period to figure that out. And they were really shy, and I was throwing a speed worm to begin with, and you'd get a lot of bites, and the timber and on this lake, this cover is so heavy. This wasn't really working out. I'm getting bites on the speed worm, same thing pitching something, but I probably wasn't catching 50% of my fish. I mean, because you can't get them out of this heavy timber. So then I switched from that to a swim jig. I was able to get them to hit the swim jig, but more importantly, I can fish this higher in the water column, and I've got this on 65-pound braid. It's a 7.3 heavy, a lot stiffer, heavier deal, and I started boating more of the fish with this. Then as the afternoon went on, they kind of got off of this swim jig, and I was able to get a topwater bite going. Same situation here, got a 7.3 heavy action rod, 65-pound braid, and I was able to catch them on top. Now, you can't tell anybody before this event's over with, because this is the meat right here.
My lips are sealed.
This is the deal. But, you know, basically, some of the guys have seen this in the past, most have not. This is a horny toad. It's a toad that is normally fished by itself out there. And a lot of us are adding this now to our buzz bait. Kind of gives you, it's a double combination. This is a bait traditionally by itself, but added to this buzz bait gives it a completely different look. This was the bait that put most of the weight on the board for me.
This is where the money was.
This is where the money was, and I was able to throw this up shallow. I can get those males that are left around the bed to strike this bait and put 52 pounds on the board.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So will you use this again tomorrow?
You know, obviously, I'm going to start where I left off. Hopefully that pattern's continuing to run. I'll start with this bait, start with this heavy tackle, braided line, try, drag them through that heavy timber. And if this continues to work, perfect situation, this is all I'll throw tomorrow. Of course, if that goes away, we'll be back scrambling like we always do.
Did you modify this, you said?
Yeah, this normally comes with a skirt, this buzzbait does, and I've taken the skirt off and replaced it with this toad.
Okay.
So.
And I noticed on that first one you showed us, the line was clear.
That's fluorocarbon, lighter line, and which also is one of the reasons why there's two things that kept me from being able to catch them on this style of fishing. It's actually easier to get a bite on this, but I'm fishing it on fluorocarbon, 17 pound. It's just not strong enough, not heavy enough. I broke several fish off. They go down in the timber. This bait fishes deep in the water column on the bottom, basically. These two baits, I can keep high in the water column. As soon as that fish strikes, I'm grinding him, dragging him across the surface, over logs. I lost a bunch. I don't know how many fish I lost. Could be as many as I caught yesterday. The other guys have that same situation. So that's what it is. It's heavy duty. That thing strikes. You better keep turning. You better have a strong enough line, strong enough rod.
Because a broke off bass is a 2-minute penalty.
You got that right. I had several of them
Not to rub
get
it
away
in or
from
anything.
me. Yeah, yesterday. So yeah, I know all about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you. The fans are going to love all these tips and techniques that you give us, and I'll let you get back to work. And best of luck tomorrow and the rest of this week.
Looking forward to it.
Guys, for more information on Mr. Boyd Duckett or all of our other MLF pros, just go to MajorLeagueFishing.com.